Alright mud lovers, how you doing? We are back on the Thames foreshore, going mudlarking, which means looking for anything old and interesting. So join me and we'll get some luck in the muck. Oh, get in! What a cracker. Yeah, what a beauty! He's only gone and found a hammy. Woohoo! Well, it's not often I get one of those moments, but I just had a moment. Do you know what? There is some writing on it. There is some writing on it! Get in! Oh, what a find!
Sensational fun, mate.
So the first thing I want to show you is this amazing mooring pin. Come check it out. Well, this is a very impressive mooring pin. It's so cool. It's got the date on it, 1861, hand carved. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And on this side, look, the initials of RBB. I wonder if I can work out who that was. Probably not, but might have a little look on the internet, see what that comes up as. Obviously we're going to use to tie up ships and anything moored here. That's beautiful. That's nice. Little grape shot. Would have been packed tightly with a load of others and then fired at other ships. Very cool. Made of iron, that. Well, I just found this, guys. I'm not sure, but it looks like it could be a little knife. See that? Oh, it is. Yeah, it's a little little pen knife. How cool is that? Cool, very encrusted. I'm not sure if that'll ever be released again, but it's still a nice little find. Old sailor's knife, probably. Would have had probably a bone or antler handle either side, which is long gone. Yeah, see if I can do something with that. Although I think it'll just crumble as soon as you try and release it. Nice. Well, Kev's had a little find, didn't you, Kev?
Yep.
Nice little seal there.
Cloth seal.
Nice.
Not quite sure on the date yet. I'll show it to Stuart.
Yeah, our friend at bagseals.org. He's great at ideaing these things.
Seal the fabric on that side where it's attached to the textile. So.
Nice. Yeah, definitely like 1700s.
Yep.
This unusual cloth seal depicts what I think is a rampant lion, and so is probably Dutch and dates to the 1600s. These individual pieces of lead were crimped onto pieces of valuable cloth, brought into London to sell. These often elaborately designed lead labels proved that the cloth met the high standards required, measured a certain length, and that taxes had been paid. Often these seals were broken off the cloth before being transported to other parts of the country.
And you've got another one, haven't you? Come on, show us your next one. Somewhere over here. Oh, I almost fell over.
One there as well.
Nice.
This is washing. Okay, can't see designs on it yet.
It's like a pea. Or something stabbed into it.
These lead cloth seals are often delicate, so need to be opened and examined carefully.
Yeah, nice little cloth seal.
Yep.
No, sweet, well done, mate. Good start.
Yeah, good start.
Oh, Kev might have a little pipe.
You're on. Might just be a stem, let's see. Oh, no, there's resistance.
Ooh.
Ah, it's only a small one.
That's cool.
Yep.
1750s.
Yeah, 1750s, no maker's mark.
Still, nice little
It's
find, mate.
complete. Yeah.
Well, just got a little bag seal myself. And here it is. We find plenty of these, but this is quite a cool one. I think it could be. I don't know. I've got a feeling it could be from the East India Company. I recognise that little little emblem there. It's like the Honourable India Honourable something. I'll have to do a bit of research on that. It looks familiar.
On second thoughts and looking at the bagseals.org website run by my mate Stuart, these letters are most likely a privy mark, which means that they are the initials of the owner who made the cloth. This is a lovely little 17th century business card we have saved.
Well, I'll just pluck this little thing out the mud, giving it a quick once over. On first impressions, I thought it was just a piece of lead. Well, it is a piece of lead, but I think it could be a whirligig, which is basically a toy that you put string in and you whiz it around, and the little serrated edges make it go, make it vibrate and make a really cool sound. It could be something else, but that's what I reckon it is. Just looking at those edges there, let's see how they cut, and that creates like resistance in the air and makes a really cool sound. I won't be testing this one. I think I could break it because it's quite thin. I'll show you a video of one I did find, and yeah, you can see what the sort of sounds these make. They're really cool actually. I haven't found one in a while, so it's nice to find one if that's what it is. If you think otherwise, please comment below. But yeah, I think that is. I'm unsure of age, probably got to be 300 years old, isn't it? Based on the lead seals and cloth seals we're finding around here. Awesome. This basically is a lead toy, probably post-medieval, in and around 1500, thereabouts, so really ancient find. And I've actually managed to get it working. Now you see the two holes in there. What I've done is I've threaded a piece of string through it to recreate the same noise and sounds that would have happened 500 odd years ago. This has probably been a toy for a child. I mean, they didn't have PlayStations back then, so they had to really improvise with the sort of things they had at hand. But I basically made a loop, it goes through it, and I'm going to experiment now, see if I can get some noises out of it. And then you wind it up. The serrated edge actually makes it create a whizzing noise. It's actually strangely addictive. Anyway, I could do this all day, but I won't. But it does still work. They didn't have planes back then either to ruin their video. So there you have it, mud lovers. 500-year-old toy that still works. How cool is that? Have you ever heard of a whirligig?
Oh yeah, I've actually.
Yeah. Do you think it's one of them? Because look at the serrated edges and the holes in the middle.
Yeah.
It could just be like, well, it's a bit too big for a button or anything else.
Yeah.
So I reckon they put string through the middle and then used it as a whirligig.
Yeah.
Happy with that diagnosis?
I'm happy to go along with your diagnosis, yeah.
Nice.
Good fun, mate.
Cheers.
Well done.
Well, I found a little pipe. Let's hope that there's a bit of stem to it. Oh, do you know what? It's just a bowl.
Is it?
But, oh, it's got a little bit of stem to it. That's nice. Oh, it might have a little, possibly a little, oh yeah, it has a little,
Nice.
a P and a W there. Yeah, a little P or W. There we go. 1750s pipe, love them. Well, just seen another little bag seal, cloth seal. This one's a beauty though. You can see there, it's got on there, there's like an I, or a T, sorry, and something else. Can't wait to find what that is. Oh, it's really cool. It's just bent a little bit there, but it's got something else on the back, which is nice. That's a beauty. Yeah. Oh, again, good old Stu from bagseals.org will help us ID these, I'm sure. And he'll also put them on his database, so if any mudlarkers out there find any bag seals or cloth seals, be sure to tap him up and get him to ID it, and he'll put it on the database for you. And obviously record it at the Museum of London as well. What you got there, Kev?
I think it's a little hammer coin. What do you think?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's lovely, man. That is definitely a hammy.
Yep.
Superb. Well done, man.
Cheers, mate.
Don't take too hard in case you drop it.
It's not in the brightest condition.
No, it will be though. That's really good. That's really good. That'll come up lovely.
It takes some cleaning.
Oh, well done. That's pucker. Short, no, long cross.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, long cross. Yeah.
Okay, well, you know more about these things than me, so I hope you're right.
He's only gone and found a hammy. Woohoo!
This lovely long cross medieval silver hammered coin was minted in York in northern England, so has had quite the journey before it was lost over 500 years ago. The only letters remaining are EBOR, meaning Ibaracci, the Latin for the city of York.
Well done, dude. You was hoping for a hammy today, weren't you?
I was. You really find something you go to look for.
I know. Well, just had this up. Nice little lead trader's token. Nice little cross and pellet one, I think. That's cool. Do love these. Come in all variety of designs, obviously used as short change when it was in short supply. Yeah, because I didn't want to give any copper away, so people made their own little lead tokens. So yeah, 300 years old. Cool. Post-medieval. Nice one. Well, can you spot the garnet gleaming in the sun? Yeah, we're finding a few today. Not going to film all the garnets, but that's a nice one for a ring because it's flat. If the mud ever comes off, it won't, I'm sure. Love that. Beautiful. Well, just looking under this very old timber beam here. And there we go, look. Another bag seal. Or cloth seal, should I say. Lovely, it's got a portcullis on. That's a really fancy one. I love that. Other side's got something on there, but the best side is that one. Beautiful. Got some writing around the top, I think, as well. Shouldn't be any problem to ID that. Well, Kev's had a lovely coin up, and I think I've got one too. Not quite as old, but I think it's going to be a good one. Come look at this. So I found this over there with the detector, and yeah, just about to clean it. It looks like it's in good condition. Luckily it's in this pool here, so I'm going to very gently wash the mud off. I've got a feeling it could be a George. I think it could be a Charles. That's just like George to me. Oh, get in! What a cracker! George II. Oh my gosh, that looks as good as the day it was minted. 1740. Get in! Yeah, what a beauty! KG2, as they say in America, or King George II, as we say here in Britain. 1746. What a cracker! Well, Kev's gone for a little walk, so I'll show him when he gets back. And yeah, that's probably one of the best George II's I've ever found. Look at that profile. Usually they're worn to not a lot. Love that. Beautiful. Can't stop looking at it. Britannia.
Wow.
Nice, isn't it?
I'd some pipes up. Look, nice old one.
Oh yeah, nice little old pipe.
It's 1600s, that'll be 17th century.
Yeah.
A couple of oddities.
Oh, we like an oddity.
It's a timber bun, but
Okay.
it's a decorated one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
The shank's gone off the back of it.
Doesn't matter, does it? Oh yeah, I can see it's like a little sort of floral pattern, isn't it, or something? Well done, mate. That's nice.
Like that. Not what else.
That button's lovely. It's hand engraved. 1700s, thereabouts. Yeah, love it.
Just on the top.
Brilliant, well done. So Kev's just pulled this out like, oh, don't know what this is.
Okay.
Well, that's a snake buckle.
Yeah, is it a buckle?
Yeah, snake buckle.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
they
I was gonna say,
basically made them throughout the centuries. More recently for like military use, and sometimes the scouts.
Right. Okay.
That's a really top find. That's lovely.
Yeah.
I found one once before, I think. Yeah, I have. But yeah, that's lovely. But that's because we've got a bit of age around here. I'm saying that's probably an earlier one.
Yeah.
Yeah, little snake head there, and snake head there.
Yeah.
The shape of it.
See, now when I found it, I couldn't see the head. I could see there was decoration in the middle. I couldn't see that. Now it's dried, I can see it.
That's lovely.
Just on the top. So.
Well done. That's a top find.
Thanks, mate.
Well, it's not often I get one of those moments, but I just had a moment and I want Kev to come and help me have a look and clean it up. I don't know if it's going to be old, but my God, it's made my heart skip a beat. I've always wanted to find one of these, so I'm really hoping it is what it is. Check this out, Kev.
It's a tankard.
Yeah, look at that. I
Wow.
thought it was a huge lump of iron. I thought, well, you never know, man. Flip it over, and it might be something really cool. How unbelievable is that? I don't know if it's got age to it or not. Oh, do you know what? I'm well happy.
Yeah, that is a tankard. It's a beer tankard, so sure.
I really hope so, man. If there is a maker's mark on that, you know, like a name or something, or a
Yeah,
pub, I'd just be over the moon.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't know if there's going to be any markings on it. But that's pretty cool, isn't it? Just looking at it, man, it's like heavy old thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's just full of mud. But yeah, I'll give it a clean, and we'll see if there's any. Hopefully, if it's pewter, there's a good chance. Oh, look, the tide's coming in, guys. Talk about last knock-ins. We are literally finding things as the tide comes in.
The hole's just been filled in.
It has. Right. Well, I've got to film the hole in properly. Save my tankard, and let's get it cleaned up. I'm going to hold it by the base just in case the handle comes off. But yeah, let's get it washed up. How unbelievable is that? Well, we found a nice big puddle away from the incoming tide. Now we're going to just wash it like that, and we're going to see if there's any maker's mark on it. I'm not holding my breath, but I can see a little bit of decoration. Go and have a look. It's not hanging about. I do have a tiny little toothbrush.
So, as I washed the centuries of mud off, I was hoping that the engraving, if any, has
It's
survived.
definitely a tankard. It's not like a utility thing, like it's kind of pewter.
Pewter this old often has a condition called pest, which makes the surface bubble up and destroys artefacts.
Clear that.
Yeah, it's definitely a beefy old amount of beer as well.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's nice. Look at that little bit of hand in there.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Do you know what? There is some writing on it. There is some writing on it. Get in! Oh! There's some writing on. Look.
Nice.
There is. How cool is that? Look, you see that there?
Yes, I can see it.
H-O something. And something else there. You can sort of see it when I put the water on like that.
I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up
That's
or not.
alright, well.
Hopefully it is.
Yeah.
I can see it though.
You can see it, can't you?
Yeah, I
Look,
can.
and the bit there,
Yeah, there definitely is.
like a nice script there. Oh, I want to think that's really
Incredible.
outside. This is someone's personal tankard that they've used to drink out of.
Wow.
You know, if it's anything like the coin we've just found, 1750s,
Yep.
Georgia II pewter tankard. What a find!
Sensational fun, mate.
Cheers, everyone! Oh man, I'm so happy. This is such I've been looking for one of these for 10 years. I've been trying to find one of these.
Really?
And do you know what? When I was digging the signals, and I've got down, I thought this is going to be another piece of iron, another piece of steel. We've had thousands of pieces of steel. You think one day there's some decent bottom holes, and you find big, deep signals. All the time, it's going to be either a rusty lump of nothing, once in a lifetime, like once in 10 years, you get nothing. Alright, I'll stop going on about now. We'll clean it up, and yeah, we'll see what the name reveals.
The bottom's fallen out of it, hasn't it?
Yeah, the bottom's gone. But you won't know that when you put it back together.
Is that what you whacked it with a spade?
That's why I levered it out, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it had to be levered out because it was,
Yeah,
the tide was, do you see how fast the tide was coming in? I thought, well, let's get this lump out and then we can worry about it later.
If that can be cleaned, I mean, pewter's difficult, isn't it? If anyone can do
Yeah,
it,
but
can do it.
it's still quite visible, the
Can't
name.
see it there as well. Without
Yeah, it probably goes all the way around.
But it's more difficult on that side. But you can kind of see a bit there,
Oh
a
man.
bit there, and then that bit there, you can definitely see something's written there.
Yeah.
That bit, you definitely be able to clean it and see it.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that is a
I
proper
like
find.
that little bit there as well, such a nice little thing.
That's going to be 1600s. That's going to be a bit, maybe a bit. Or is it too big? I can imagine that being massive if that's opened. I can imagine it being really, really
Yeah.
wide. Like almost bigger than a pint glass.
Well, I don't know, because
Well,
it's
not-
flat. Because if you flattened a beer glass, obviously it's going to be thing, isn't it? I don't know.
That's a
Oh,
massive handle as well. Look at that for a substantial handle.
yeah.
It's either a big cooking pot for something.
No, it's not a
No,
cooking
man,
pot.
it's not a cooking pot. 'Cause you wouldn't have it.
No.
You wouldn't
I
have it.
think where that ridge is there, No, I was going to say maybe that's where it held the base of it inside. There's a recess, but I'm pretty sure that's broken. It's come off. He's lobbed it, you know. So
Yeah, that is. You're right. Great find, mate.
oh, well chuffed. Weren't expecting that.
Tell you, anything's possible down here. Anything. Nothing really shocks me down here anymore.
Oh, there's definitely a H on there. Yeah, because they do get a little bit diseased. But oh man, it should be able to get enough off there to work out who it belongs to.
Can, yeah. Actually, it could be Simon. You're right.
We just looked at this, and it looks like it might even say my name on it. Could be, I don't know if it says Simon, but we think that says something. I mean, it might be Simon at Holborn.
Yeah.
Holborn, maybe like I don't know, like Arms or something.
Yeah.
We have to have we're just guessing what we can basically see, but it's becoming clearer the longer we have it out. And there's a bit more words around there, yeah.
There's some word in there.
So
See this bit.
it's probably got something like property of or something like that.
There's a word there as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's days like this that I love this hobby. Well, me and Kev are finished for the day. Let's see what we found. Well, I think it's been a bloody successful mudlark. What do you think, Kev?
Yeah, mate. Definitely.
Wicked.
Your pewter jug.
Yeah, I'm so happy with that.
It's very nice.
It's I can't wait to get home and start cleaning it. So we can already make out a little bit of lettering around there. Stick around for the clean up and hopefully we'll get some names off it. And the same date as this is, you didn't see that come up, so always stick around for the clean up or the roundup because there's things here that you wouldn't have seen in the video, so it's always worth watching till the end. Yeah, this is a nice pewter spoon. Again, I think it dates to the similar age as this, 18th century, and you can see there's a little bit of patterning just there. They're sometimes called rat tails, but this one isn't because it's got three little pieces of decoration there, and there will be possibly, if I manage to unfold it, probably a maker's stamp on the inside there. Whether I want to risk unfolding it, I probably will.
So I thought I'd try it anyway, even though it's a bit of a risk. I used a little torch to get it really hot and then unfolded it, but unfortunately it split a bit. But you can see that there was no visible maker's mark or touch mark on this 18th century spoon, and it taught me the fragility of centuries old thick pewter, so I won't be tempted to mess around with my tankard. This is an earlier spoon, probably dates to 100 years older than the other one, and you can see that this one does have a maker's mark, N and an M, so now you know why I unfolded it.
Oh yeah, what else do we find? Oh, there's loads of bag seals. You saw a few of these come up. Seems to be a good little spot we found for them. They're fantastic. While we're talking about lead, we've got some nice medieval or post-medieval lead tokens there. This one I think might have a little bird on it. You can see little feet there. Do you reckon, Kev? Do you reckon it's a bird?
Could be.
Just like it. And then
certainly like it when it's wet.
yeah, it's a double one. So on the other side it's got an I and an M, I think, as well. That's really cool. Yeah, got my whirly gig. This is a little trade weight. Again, didn't show this come up. It's not overly exciting, but it just shows you where we are. There's people trading, obviously, with various goods from all these cloth seals and bag seals. So that probably come from when they were bartering and weighing out things. I'm not sure what this is. It's made of lead. It could be another little weight. It's got the look of almost a seal about it, but it's definitely not. It could just be a little pot mend, or maybe it's just, I don't know. I'm not sure. If you know, comment below. One of the best coins I've had in a while, in terms of George's anyway. Look at that. Detail on that, isn't it?
That is a lovely find. It really is. Such a good coin.
1746. They don't usually come up this good, but because that good old Thames anaerobic mud does a great job of preserving fine. Sometimes they come up a bit scratchy. Sometimes they treat them like that knackered old fork, but other times they preserve them really well. And when they do, they're a pleasure to find. Well, you beat me on pipes today, man. But I've got one of each, 1750s and a 1680s, or that sort of time. And you got 4 of the buggers, didn't you?
Well, yeah, they're very roughly the same. Yep, just all plain.
Yeah, lovely.
1700s. This again, late 17th century. little piece of Westerwald,
Staffordshire.
piece of Staffordshire slipware, pin twister and an old pin there. 3 wig curlers.
You done well on wig curlers today, didn't you?
Yeah, 3.
That's mad. I can't believe you have 3.
All broke, unfortunately.
Yeah, it must have been a little spot where someone's having a barbers and they threw him out the window or something.
Could be.
Oh yeah, nice little double S. Talking of S's, your lovely belt looks like an S, doesn't it? The snake buckle. These are hard to date. They vary literally from about 1500 all the way up to 1900. It's probably the older variety, just by the way it's been weathered and worn. But that's a stunning find. Probably would have had another hoop in there at some point to hold the pin. But I'll put a few pictures up and you can see what that would have looked like maybe when it's used. But no, I'd leave that as it is. It's a cracking little find.
I appreciate it. Cheers.
Yeah.
What else you got? So yep, I've got some cloth seals, same as you.
Nice.
Which you saw some of these come up. That's probably the best one.
Yeah.
I'd imagine that shows the fabric on that side as well.
That's cool, isn't it?
Where it was in the textile, yep. Where it was pushed in, impression
It's
into
mad.
it. The other two are not quite as. Is that a person on there? Perhaps. In my finger? Am I
Which
wrong?
way am I looking? I can see that. Has it got like ruffles around the neck?
Yeah,
Or-
maybe. Is that a person there?
Oh, it is. Yeah, I can see someone like leaning over.
Yeah, maybe.
They're leaning over. Let's have a look at that close up. Or is it? Maybe it's like an angel or something. Or maybe they're.
It could be.
That's
Yeah,
definitely
could be a
one.
wing.
That's definitely one for Stu. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a cloth seal, isn't it? Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, because it's got the back to it. But yeah, that's a really unusual one. That's a really good find. A really cool little emblem there.
Got a couple of plain twin back buttons there, and then I've this nice decorated one.
That's a stunner.
So that's
Yeah, beautiful.
just a twin back button, but it's yeah,
18th century, all day long.
I'd say so.
Uh-huh.
And then knife there, which is pretty cruddy, but looks like it's got. Would that be a mother of pearl
Yeah,
handle?
definitely.
Yeah, it's got a mother of pearl handle. So
Yeah,
it's-
little fruit knife.
yeah, a little knife.
Beautiful.
And then probably the best thing I found, which you saw
Da,
come
da,
up,
da,
is
da,
the
da, da.
hammered, which
Hammy.
is not in the greatest condition, but I should be able to ID it.
Yeah, well, you'll get it cleaned up and we'll find out what it is. But we're talking medieval, so 14 or 1300s up to, yeah, well, yeah, around 1400s really. That's lovely.
Yeah, and that's the first hammered I've had off the foreshore in about 3 years. So I'm happy by eye, so I'm quite chuffed with that.
Yeah, I bet you are. Well, we've both done really well. Going to get home, clean the tanker up and see what details we can get from it. Well, Kev, it's been a pleasure serving with you.
Yes, mate.
So before trying to decipher what the writing says, I wanted to look at the form and characteristics to get an approximate age. I found a near exact reference on the amazing website pewtersociety.org. It tells me that my tankard is known by collectors as a mug or pot, as tankards tend to have a lid. Today we still call the staff in pubs that collect empty glasses as pot boys and girls, which dates back to 1650 when pots like mine had heavy banding. The banding started disappearing in about 1690 to 1700, and from 1750 mugs of tulip shape or U shape were introduced. So based on this evidence, I suspect mine could date from 1650 to 1720. Now to work out the engraving, and this is the exciting bit. Under a magnifying glass I could work out most of the words, but for the benefit of you guys I have used white reversible watercolour paint to highlight the letters. So starting with the easiest to read, the last 2 words read Holborn Bridge, Holborn being an area in central London north of the Thames. And then, eureka! There's the name of the pub, At Ye White Swan. The fact that he uses the words at ye gives me goosepimples. What I thought read Simon actually reads Swan. Amazing. And if we go further round, we can see the surname Bishop. Now, unfortunately, this is where it gets really hard to see, and I haven't been able to read a first name, but it could be Samuel or James, I just can't tell. But that's enough to get stuck into the wonderful history of this 300-year-old vessel. So my first port of call when researching pubs is the website PubWiki, and sure enough, there is a reference to the Swan at Holborn Bridge. Fantastic! However, it's called the Swan Inn, but it says there was a major coaching inn before 1698 called the White Swan. This must be the place. It has to be noted, however, that there was a White Swan around the corner on Skinner Street, but I have to assume that this isn't the one because there is one right on Holborn Bridge. Holborn Bridge was built over Fleet Street, known to us in modern times as a printing and publishing district. I suspect some of the lead type that we find on the Thames has been washed down from this area. The Fleet River is now underground, but back then the Fleet was an open river and sewer, abused as much as the Thames was for dumping rubbish. Could my pot have been thrown in the Fleet and worked its way down to the Thames? There's a very good chance. Despite hours of research, I couldn't link a landlord or brewer or victualler by the surname Bishop to either of the pubs by the name of the White Swan, Swan Inn or otherwise. It's traditional, however, for early tankards to have the name of the landlord and the pub and the location engraved on there. And it was also known that servants would bring beer in these tankards from pubs to their masters at their home, then collect them the following day hung from string through the handles. Perhaps this was another way that the mug got lost. As records state, the White Swan was a coach house and would have hired many coachmen, which was quite a skilled and well-paid job, and may have been a good enough reason for the men to have personalised mugs ready for them at the inn after a long journey. I found an Abraham Bishop from 1720 who was a coachman. Could it be his? Who knows? Unfortunately, I don't think many records have survived for when my pot was made. Or maybe Mr. Bishop was only a landlord for a fleeting moment and didn't make enough waves to be in local newspapers or Old Bailey reports. I kind of like the mystery of it, and maybe a solid record will surface at some point in the future. So make sure you please subscribe if you haven't done and hit that notification bell, because when I or the Museum of London finds out more, you'll hear about it here first. Well, mud lovers, yet again another epic mudlark, and what an incredible find that tankard, aka mug, was. I'm truly blessed to have found it, and such an amazing amount of history, and thank you to anybody who helped do a bit of research. I did reach out on my Facebook page because I know a lot of you follow that and a few of you replied, so thanks very much for that. And yeah, keep an eye on my Facebook page because now and again I do need your wonderful help. Anyway, that was found with a detector, and as promised from last week's video, if you haven't seen that, go and check it out. I bought a job lot of vintage metal detectors like this. Now this one doesn't work, and I did say that I would upcycle any of the ones that didn't work. And what can I do with a detector that's dud? Well, the idea is to make it into a lamp. I think it'd be so cool. It's got all the components, it's got a nice base you can use, and we've got some swivelly bits and some extendable bits, and obviously it's got a cord or like the lead for the coil that we can kind of use as to get the power to the light bulb. So I'll be taking this apart, adding my switches. I bought one from IKEA that I could use as a donor lamp, and I've started to take it apart already. So yeah, I think it can work. I've got some grass here, some artificial grass, I should say. Yeah, my dad had loads left over when he was doing his garden, so I said, oh, I could use some of that. So this is going to be part of my base. So I'm looking forward to creating that. Nice wooden base for that to screw onto. Tighten these up, get some power into it and upcycle and make it into a cool looking lamp. Can't wait. And this is a dimmer switch that I've taken off of the donor lamp. Well, don't need any of that, so I might just rip it all out and just leave me with my knob. Oh, little helper. Don't you wee on that. So we're making great progress now. This volume button is now the light, so it's all good. I just had a thought though, as this detector should be that way around, so you're detecting like that. When it's a lamp, all this stuff's going to be upside down. So I thought, why not fudge it so that it's going to be that way around? So when you look at the dials, they read the right way. So it just means a case of on this bottom piece there, just cutting a few pieces of plastic out of the way and then putting this the wrong way around so that you can see all the dials the right way around. It'll all make sense in a little while. Well, mud lovers, I think this turned out brilliantly, if I do say so myself. I hope you liked it as well. If you enjoyed this mudlarking video, then why not check out my top 10 mudlarking finds? And where do you think my tankard would come in that list? Is it my best find ever? Click here and decide where you would place it, and leave a comment too. Thanks for watching, mud lovers, and I'll see you all on the next Mudventure.